Yay.
So, those of you who have heard this before, what I'm going to do, thank you, Slick. It's very kind of you. But there are some people that have never heard this before and asked that I do, and every now and then I'll do. Did I put somebody to sleep just saying I would do? Who yawned? Oh, my gosh, that was a good yawn. That was a good yawn. Oh, that was Faye. Hi, Faye. So I was asked if I would do the stance, okay? Now, there's some of you, a lot of you have heard it before or whatever, but we have to do some shows and throw things in because this is a whole hour, you know? And as you can see, that we got a whole bunch of this was stuff you never heard before, right? Mm-hmm. Right? So now we have filler for those who've never heard. No, don't worry. We have some more stuff, okay? And then, don't forget, Terry Lynn Melody is coming up here in 15 minutes, right, Terry Lynn, right? Yeah. Oh, look at who's here, too. We got all sorts of people here. My gosh, thank you. Laylu is here. How many of you turned around and saw Laylu was in here? Oh, Laylu.
Awesome.
So, so the medicine finally working to let you out, huh? No, I'm joking, Laylu. I love you. Oh, you saw her hours ago. Well, I can't see everybody, and it's very hard. Hey, Chazio, I see you, and David Michael is here. I hope you're enjoying yourself. So, this is the stance, which we've done before. For guys out there, I hope you'll understand this before it's over. Most of the women know. I had a couple of women tell me at the Second Life convention that they, after my doing this, they never approached the ladies' room the same way without hearing my voice saying these words. As the door swings open, they hear, "My mother was a fanatic about public toilets. As a little girl, she'd bring me to the stall, teach me to wad up toilet paper and wipe the seat. Then she'd carefully lay strips of toilet paper to cover the seat, and finally she'd instruct, never, never sit on a public toilet seat." And she'd demonstrate the stance. That consists of balancing over the toilet in a sitting position without actually letting any of your flesh make contact with the toilet seat. But by this time, I'd have peed down my leg and we'd have gone home. Now, that was a long, long time ago. Yeah, well, that's when you're young, you know. You never did that. I've had lots of experience with public toilets, and since then, but I'm not particularly fond of public toilets, especially those with the powerful red eye sensors. Now, little side thing, this was all written up, by the way, in the New York Times the other day about public toilets with sensors and stuff. But anyhow, you know those psychic toilets, you know those ones that flush before you finish? You know those, right?
Yes. You get splash up if they're not
That's right.
It's
so
disgusting.
The stance, which is excruciatingly difficult to maintain when one's bladder is overflowing. And you know, this is going to occur after watching a full-length feature film because, as you all know, girls, right? We're not going to get up to go pee because it's nearly impossible to hold the stance and you probably miss some critical part. So we cross our legs and hold it and hold it and hold it until the first credits roll and then sprint to the bathroom, ready to explode. But when you get to the bathroom, you find a line of women that make you think there must be a half-price sale on Matthew McConaughey's underwear somewhere in there. So you wait and smile politely at all the other ladies also crossing their legs and smiling politely. And you finally get closer. You check for feet under the stall doors. Everyone's occupied. You hope no one's doing something frivolous behind those doors like blowing their nose or checking the contents of a wallet. Finally, a stall door opens and you dash, nearly knocking down the woman leaving the stall. You get in to find the door latch won't work. But it doesn't matter. You hang your handbag on the hook, yank down your pants, and assume the stance. Relief. More relief. Then your thighs begin to shake. You'd love to sit down, but you certainly hadn't taken time to wipe the seat or lay toilet paper on it, so you hold the stance as your thighs experience a quake that would register 8 on the Richter scale. To take your mind off it, you reach for the toilet paper. Might as well be ready when you're done. The toilet paper dispenser is empty. Your thighs begin to shake more. You remember the tiny napkin you wiped your fingers on after eating buttered popcorn. It would have to do. You crumble it up in the puffiest way possible. It's still smaller than your thumbnail. Someone pushes open the stall door because the latch doesn't work, and your pocketbook whams you in the head. Occupied! You scream as you reach out for the door, dropping your buttered popcorn napkin in a puddle and falling backwards directly onto the toilet seat. You get up quickly, but it's way too late. Your bare bottom has made contact with all the germs and life form on the bare seat because you never laid down toilet paper. Not that there was any, even if you had enough time to. And your mother would be utterly ashamed of you if she knew, because her bare bottom never touched a public toilet seat. And you can hear her words ringing in your head. You don't know what kind of diseases you could get. By this time, the automatic sensor on the back of the toilet is so confused that it flushes, sending up a stream of water akin to a fountain, and then suddenly sucks everything down with such a force that you grab the toilet paper dispenser for fear of being dragged to China. Frazzled, you give up. You're finished peeing. You're soaked by the splashing water. You're exhausted. You try to wipe with a chiclet wrapper you found in your pocket, and then slink out inconspicuously to the sinks. You can't figure out how to operate them either, and the automatic sensors are on those, and then they have the automatic dry hand dryers, so you just wipe your hands on your pants, and you begin to slink out. You see all these other women waiting in line, unable to smile politely, because they have to go. At this point, after you come out, you see your spouse, boyfriend, who has entered, used, and exited his bathroom and has just finished the New York Times crossword puzzle while waiting for you. Hey, what took you so long? He asks, annoyed. I do that pretty well, don't I? This is when you kick him sharply in the shin and go home. And this is dedicated to all women everywhere who have had to deal with a public toilet, and finally explains to all you guys what takes us so long. Thank you, Hot Moody. Yes. Thank you, Lizard. Hey, everybody still having fun?